2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful skyline of... And
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Bol. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot. And Doncic throws it down.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Now here's Murray. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Bol following the score by Dallas. Shot on the wing, just 5 on the clock. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
And they double up Doncic. To the middle, here's Richardson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Stolen. Here we go, 1-on-1. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Murray against Doncic. Murray dishes the Bol. Doncic comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Nuggets now. Porter passes to Jokic. Clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got his second basket.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Now here's Murray. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Powell kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Jokic against Powell. They get the rebound. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Denver making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Now, Jokic, second shot opportunity. Powell pulls it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Count the basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Nuggets trail by 8. The pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Jokic with the steal.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Martin's checked in for Jamal Murray.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Outside, Redick. Here's Cauley Stein. From about 19 feet. Hardaway, no good. The Nuggets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 8 points.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Now here's Brunson. Outside for Redick. Hardaway passes to Cauley Stein. Redick from deep three-point land, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Doncic in at the 1. Doncic with the bucket.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Barton outside. Pass to Green. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Now here's Porter. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Green.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Shot from 6. Cauley-Stein finds Doncic. Cauley-Stein tips it back in. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Green. Now the dish to McGee. And too long on the shot. Dallas leading by 4. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jokic. True on the 14-footer. Jokic has got 10.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Doncic feeling it out over Murray. Doncic with the bucket.
Well, you have got to take this shot away from Luka Doncic. He's too good to be given the mid-range look.
Murray against Doncic. And it's Murray with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. Good work defensively by Millsap.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And so here is Dallas. Denver getting their last shot to go, and they pick up 2.
We know this about Luka. This guy dangerous from anywhere on the floor. Such an effective shooter.
Murray against Doncic. Pulls up. And it's good off the back rim and in. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it to Richardson. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Finishes the break with a slam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The Nuggets have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. And Jokic throws it down.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Doncic, and it's sent back by Jokic. And they're able to recover. They retain possession. They recover it. Clobbered on the shot. He'll shoot free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
1 second left. And that'll do it for the first half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 2. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
They've got Jamal Murray. Jokic is out there with Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
A different look for Dallas. Powell comes in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Barton kicks to Murray. Back to Barton. He dishes it to Bull. Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Basket counts.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jokic has got it all tied up now for Denver.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Powell trying to free himself up. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 16.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Fast break, Dallas. Richardson's running, and they go to the intentional foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Dallas also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Porzingis, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Clark, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
For Denver, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Mavericks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Now here's Powell. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. To the paint. Cauley-Stein passes to Brunson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. That one falls for Brunson. The Nuggets trail by 3. Clark outside. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Millsap passes to Dozier. And it's in there. Dozier's got his second bucket of the night.
They've got an effective passing big man in Millsap. He does a lot for their chemistry.
And the pass to Hardaway. Porzingis inside. Millsap covering. And the basket is good. Porzingis has got 8 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
This is to Millsap. McGee trying to break free. Millsap misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Melly is checked in for the Mavericks. Trey Burke comes in for J.J. Redick.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Redick against Porter. Misses from close range. And that one's good. Burke. Burke's got his first basket of the night.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Porter. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 3 assists in the game. Mavericks leading by 3. Burke with it. Over to the left wing. Brunson with a clean look. Misses the wing J.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Burke, the pass to Reddick. Shoots from the elbow, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
A phenomenal score from these mid-range spots. Reddick superb at finding room to get that one off.
Campazzo off target at the rim. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic, Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4 slot.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Here's Doncic. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And that one, good. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Murray with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Now, here's Jokic. And here's Millsap from the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Dallas leading by 8. Doncic left side. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nugget shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And Jokic throws it down hard.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack it.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Goes up with a stripe, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Bull. It's rebounded by Dallas. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Here's Porzingis. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside for Murray. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Pass to Richardson. Passes it to Doncic. 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Marjanovic. It's tipped, and they get it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Nuggets trail by 10. Inside. Bull with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Doncic. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got 15 points here in the second half. Murray against Doncic. Murray the pass to Bull. Makes it off the glass.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets, trailing by 10.
Well, this is the energy you want to see from Luka on the defensive end on every possession. Up in his man's grill, affecting the shot. That is nice.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces. As it appears, it'll be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Now here is Hardaway, following the miss by Jokic. Doncic outside. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Porzingis finds Marjanovic, and he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now, here's Bull. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's the three. The Mavericks pull it in.
Love the determination by Murray on defense. Really doing his best to...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring. And we've got time.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome. But it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the small forward position.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Doncic looking it over. Rebound by Nurkic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. Lays it up off the glass.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Three-pointer. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 5.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow-by.
Here's Doncic. And the rebound by Nurkic.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And the basket by Lillard.
I like watching Lillard shoot when he's in rhythm. He's superb at switching from dribbling to shooting in the blink of an eye.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Doncic, good work there as it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. Now the feed to Nurkic. Chalk up 2 there. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, the closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
Here's Doncic. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Lillard outside. Feeds it to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. With the putback. And Covington stays with it.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. For kicks to Brunson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Simons. And there's the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Back to McCollum. Passes it to Simons. Clock at 4. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Here's Brunson. Anthony with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Here's Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Brunson. And Cantor pulls it down. Jones dishes to McCollum.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
And so it's the Portland Trail. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but deep.
When I'm training, summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Brunson in at the point. It's good on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Cantor finds McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Brunson, good. Brunson's got 10 points.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. A 3 from McCollum. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Cauley Stein with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Cantor inside. Guarded by Hardaway. Cantor's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Redick, here we go. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McCollum with the bounce pass and stolen by Redick. It's stolen by Jones. And a wide open look for McCollum. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Outside for Redick. To the middle. Powell, the pass to Brunson. On the wing, Hardaway. Defended by Jones. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And Those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Lillard. After Luka Doncic's bucket, good on the shot. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Doncic outside. And another basket for Dallas.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
Tries it from 9. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Doncic.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
There's 45 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Luka Doncic again.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Outside, Jones. Lillard surveying the D. Pass to Canner. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Lillard from outside, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the...
Thanks a lot.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And a little redemption for him tonight. In their previous game, he was not at his best. And from what we saw so far... And that's going to do it for us here. The second half...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. To the left wing. Lillard left side, and Nurkic has it in the corner. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Shot clock at 3, and stolen by Richardson. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. Shoots over Nurkic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Showing some touch on the jumper. Richardson, an active scorer who doesn't lack confidence.
Doncic against Lillard. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Lillard with it, now guarded by Porzingis. That one good for two. Covington's got his second bucket tonight.
And it's clear Covington isn't bashful. He welcomes any opportunity he gets to score inside.
Here's Doncic, and it's Dallas with another.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum against Richardson.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
To the paint, Cauley Stein. And it goes down 2 points. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
And you got to do more than that to slow Cauley Stein down. I mean, he's used to absorbing contact while shooting.
McCollum passes to Lillard. Out to the right wing. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Nurkic, great positioning on the putback.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Doncic from the arc. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The drive by Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for J.J. Redick. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. And Trey Burke subbed in for Luka Doncic. Dallas leading by 6. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA, Cantor, never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents, and I think his teammates like that.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. Trailblazers trail by 6. Simons the pass to Cantor. Anthony down low. Cantor's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Cauley Stein's shot is good.
Staying locked in. That's what helps Cauley Stein finish off these challenging buckets over the defense.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Cantor's shot is off. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
Toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show for it.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 12. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far, and he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside, Jones. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Simons. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Dallas. Portland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
High post, Cauley Stein. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cauley Stein's got 6 points.
And it's important for Cauley Stein's confidence that he gets these interior shots to fall. The more he sees the ball go in, the more assured he would feel down inside.
That's a 2 from Powell. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The Mavericks on top, up by 8 from Portland. We're back in a moment. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
Gotta appreciate how aggressive Cantor is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
And Cantor drops them both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And it's Doncic missing. Trailblazers trail by 6. Jones drives in. He feeds it to Cantor. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Simon. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Mavericks leading by 3. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And the dunk by Doncic.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
McCollum outside. The dish to Nurkic. To the wing on the left. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. A rebound by Marjanovic.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
No excuse letting Richardson get this close. I mean, you deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. On deep. The Trailblazers rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Dallas leading by 6. Richardson outside. Now the pass to Marjanovic. 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Nurkic with the block.
a defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is. Now, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Doncic passes to Porzingis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Oh, man, with energy and effort, Nurkic just wears defenders down over the course of the game.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic, here we go. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Oh, no, don't tell me. He just didn't do that, did he? A critical point of the game, and he makes just about the worst mistake possible.
Here's Doncic. No good on that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's McCollum. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is, even in big parts of the game. You can depend on him to step his game.
Here's Doncic. The shot misses. Good D by Covington. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. McCollum, no good. For Dallas, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And that one's good. Doncic.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Pass to Nurkic, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. A 2-point game. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis, 4 on the shot clock. And it's off the back rim, no good. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again, this guy comes through for his squad.
Lillard against Doncic. To the inside, Porzingis missed. Now a timeout called by Portland. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. Lillard on top. Covered by Redick. Here's Covington. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Covington's got the first points here in the overtime period for Portland. Runs in the pass to Powell. And the wide open shot from Redick sinks the three-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
That's just the veteran leadership of Redick. When you need a bucket, he wants to be the one taking the shot.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Dallas making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Doncic against Lillard. Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Doncic against Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Doncic with it. Now Covington defending. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Here's Powell. Pass to McCollum. Back to Powell. Dishes to Lillard. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard on top. Guarded by Doncic. Kicks it out to Lillard. It's rebounded by Dallas. And here is Doncic. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
A pass to Cannon. Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Redick for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
No, you can't allow Redick to get going from there. His three-point shot is downright lethal.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Los Angeles, California is the... Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Marjanovic, Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And it's George missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. You know, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Richardson against George. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Zubac, and Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now George. Pass to Leonard. The tray. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
And here's George after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Here's Leonard. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Richardson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And there's the pass to Zubac. George against Doncic. George passes to Zubac. And that one, good.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Stolen by George. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Jackson. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Rondo finds Leonard. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. And here they come. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Man passes to Rondo. Morris looking over the floor. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein in great position to reject that shot.
Brunson, good. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kennard kicks to Rondo. Passes it to Patterson. Outside for Rondo. Los Angeles with another miss.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And the Clippers making a change here. Brunson up top. He's covered by Rondo. Brunson no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Oturu, the pass to Rondo. Morris against Brunson. Powell back to Brunson. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. And he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Rondo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
Here's Powell. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Rondo kicks to Morris. To the right side. Pass to Rondo. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Over Kennard. The shot by Redick, no good. To the paint. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Dallas up by 4. We'll be back shortly live. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Jalen Brunson. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Finished off the break.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Brunson against Rondo. Batum with the steal. Morris into the lane. Kennard kicks to Rondo. Redick against Morris. Here's Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
Yeah, and an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Dallas moving it around. Redick finds Powell. And here is Hardaway. Here's Powell, covered by Morris. Pulls it up. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And Los Angeles with some changes. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Morris. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. George from deep three-point land, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
And here's George. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jackson dishes to Batum. That one's not going to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
They grab their own miss. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Inside, and here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's George. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. 3-point lead. The Mavericks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. The first free throw is good.
So much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Jackson passes to Oturu. It's George on the wing. Doncic with the steal. Richardson attacking. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Richardson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And the pass to Marjanovic. Leonard with the steal. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Throws it up high. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's a pretty sweet dish there by Paul George. Just selfless on that play.
Doncic against Jackson. Passes to Porzingis. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Jackson with it. With 1 on the clock, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. The 3 from Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, I don't think you have to tell Porzingis twice to take shots like that. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking to the rim.
Jackson against Richardson. Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside, George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Back to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Dallas leading by 4. Down low. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Back to Richardson. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. And it's Leonard at the elbow. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
And George kicks to Leonard. George against Doncic. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. For the lead. George, no good. The Mavericks leading. Richardson outside. To the middle. Here's Powell. And with the rebound.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
A different look for the Clippers. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for George. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Dwight Powell. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson. Brunson against Rondo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket for Morris.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Here's Cauley Stein, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Out to the right wing. Rondo dishes to Morris. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's blocked. Here's Oturu. He kicks to Rondo. On the wing, Morris. Pass to Oturu. That ties it up. Oturu's got his second bucket.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Morris passes to Oturu. Kennard on the wing. And Cauley Stein over to help. The pass to Oturu. Morris outside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Both teams will make substitutions. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Rondo. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Passes it to Brunson. Now here's Porzingis, defended by Batum. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. For the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Redick for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Los Angeles guys shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Doncic, here we go. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. George against Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Tries again. Out to Doncic. Fires for 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Porzingis with the steal. Marjanovic down low, defended by Batum. Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Zubac to take the lead. Another shot. Left side Leonard. Zubac, great positioning on the putback. Zubac has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Doncic. A second chance effort. Here's Marjanovic. Feeds to Richardson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for Josh Richardson.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, Batum. Leonard looking around. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Jackson. There's the pass to Oturu. Leonard with no one around. The 3-pointer no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Doncic passes to Redick. Back to Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Now Jackson. And here's Batum. Porzingis with the block. And they'll keep possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Richardson.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's Powell out to Doncic. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. That shot, no good. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Ice water in his veins, guys, to give them the lead. He's the one shooting that technical for that very reason.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Leonard. It counts. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had it open, he's taken it.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Richardson. There's the dish to Doncic. Down low, Porzingis. Got it!
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
George looking around for the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. A stunning view of the moon. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Will Barton. Cole is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And for Dallas, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Now here's Murray. Barton outside. The offensive rebound. Jokic. It's Porter outside. The shot. No good. Dallas with the ball. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Marjanovic. Second shot opportunity. Denver grabs the miss. Barton drives in. Banked in off the glass. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Murray surveying the D, and he gets the bucket.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Outside, Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Marjanovic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Murray against Doncic. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Mavericks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Josh Richardson. Yep, that one goes in there.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Now here's Doncic, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Bull.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of it, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And, you know, while Millsap doesn't demand attention, he's a natural leader and does demand respect. He's somebody the younger guys certainly look up to.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. Now the pass to Millsap. And here's Jokic. Back to Millsap. Inside. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
To the inside, Jokic with the steal. Pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good on the bucket.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Barton outside. Millsap looking it over. It's Barton on the wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jokic. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now Brunson. Millsap with the steal. Outside Porter to the paint. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Brunson. Misses the layup. Here's Denver now. They're on a 14-6 run. It's Barton with the drive. Millsap against Powell. Second chance shot. Jokic trying to free himself up. And Millsap with the layup.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And foul on. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 8. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at small forward. Richardson, no luck. The Nuggets leading by 6.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great...
Oh,
my goodness! That was special. Boy, a creative finisher who throws it down with ease at 7-3. Put the ball in Porzingis' hands, and he'll occasionally wow you.
Hardaway against Porter. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Campazzo, Richardson cover. Here's Murray. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by Murray. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
And here is Doncic. Kicks it to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets leading by 4. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. The Nuggets also changing it up. Bol, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Barton subbed in for Porter. Dallas, no good that time either.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Murray against Doncic. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Doncic.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Murray, the pass to Bol. Now, here's Jokic. Good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Count it.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
And stolen by Richardson. Fast break, Dallas. Goes up, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Murray against Richardson. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Inside. Now here's Barton. Not a lot of room.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic against Murray. They get it back. Marjanovic, and the layup is good. Marjanovic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bull with it. Marjanovic on him. Double team on Millsap. Here's Bull. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Out to the wing. The three from Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter. And a close game so far to the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the... After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, how'd you... And that does it for our half...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Michael Porter. Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Bull in at the 4.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
Knocked loose. Bull kicks to Murray. No good on the triple. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 1-point game.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
Richardson getting points in transition, easy buckets, thanks to his hustle after the steal. And that's how you take advantage of the turnover.
Here's Jokic, and stolen by Richardson. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the dunk by Doncic.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. To the inside. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis. Doncic has got the lead up to 5 now for Dallas. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Barton passes to Bull. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Murray against Doncic. And Murray, here we go. Goal, that's good.
Wheeling and dealing in the pick and roll. Murray, an encouraging sign of him improving as a passer.
Doncic looking it over. For Murray. Kept alive. Here's Marjanovic, and it's blocked. Here's Murray, and he lays it straight in. Now it's just a 3-point Maverick lead.
And even at 6'5", that's not a giant by any means. Murray elevates high inside for these buckets. He's a high percentage shooter down low for sure.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Dallas leading by 3. Doncic outside. Jokic with the steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the 3rd. A 75% clip. Here's Redick. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Even with the man all in his jersey, Redick has the skill and concentration to make you pay on those jump shots. It's real simple for him.
Down low, McGee. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
58 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Here's Brunson, and another basket for Dallas.
And with their hot shooting here in the 2nd half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Powell with the steal. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Outside Millsap. Hardaway against McGee. And that one drops for him. And it's now only a 1-point Maverick lead.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Dallas calls timeout. different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Back to Doncic. Over Murray. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Boy, that jump shot is wet. Hold this, says Doncic. Any kind of airspace, and he's knocking that down.
Murray dishes to McGee. Nice D from Doncic.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And they pick up 2.
Proving that he's more than just a shooter now. Redick, when he sees a lane, he takes it.
Murray against Doncic. Outside Gordon. It's tipped. Here's Dozier. Porzingis with the steal. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th assist in this one. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's Murray. Gordon trying to break loose. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Murray.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Murray against Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And the first one drops.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in-the-gym range, if anybody has that.
Dallas making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Here's Murray. And he makes good on the layup. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
Doncic against Murray. Here's Marjanovic. Out to Porzingis. Over Jokic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets trail by 3. Martin with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Doncic outside. Right wing. Here's Porzingis. Dallas, no good that time either. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Porzingis with the block. The drive by Doncic. It's good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
54 seconds left in the game. Porzingis with the block. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. Doncic. Count it.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Offline with his 3. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Outside, Porzingis. Pocket 6. Here's Marjanovic. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Yes!
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good.
Really well done there.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Welcome, folks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Dallas, we've got Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3-slot. Now, here's Richardson following the missed shot by Nurkic.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Doncic against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Nurkic with the block. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard against Doncic. McCollum outside. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Doncic with the steal. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Richardson outside.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
McCollum, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
This is where the respect you have for Porzingis' ability to drive is when he can pull up for that jumper and become a real handful.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Lillard finds Jones. Back to Lillard. They get it again. This one for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Doncic outside. Here's the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Such a wide open look. Lillard's got a couple of 3s now in the first for the Trailblazers.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
They get a hand on it. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Jones. The Blazers on offense. This run now up to 13-2. Stolen by Brunson. Fast break Dallas. Richardson's running. Releases from 15. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Porzingis. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. And Portland with a change here too. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. And here's McCollum for 3. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Knocked away. It's Redick on the wing from 18 feet away. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers leading by 9. Pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Hardaway, and a missed layup.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And the basket by McCollum.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of this, and so he makes both from the line.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Here's Simons, still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Here's Cantor. Goes back up. Powell. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Over to the wing. The 3 from McCollum. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Hardaway, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Powell in at the 4. Now here's McCollum, fires the 3. Powell pulls it in.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from J.J. Redick. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Dishes it to McCollum. Puts up a 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Took him no time at all on that one. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. And that one drops. McCollum's got 8 points.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Now here's Brunson, guarded closely.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Jones checked in for Portland. And so here is Dallas, 15-point game. Here's Doncic. Dallas again missing. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's Doncic. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's tipped and stolen by Cauley Stein. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Powell finds Doncic. He gets it in there.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Portland leading by 16. Powell with it. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Back to Cantor. 4 on the shot clock. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 18.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
Right at the free throw line, Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. On the wing, Jones. Passes it to Simons. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. He gets that one. Lillard's got 10 points.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Richardson gets a wide open look. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
1 second left. And so it's Portland in command. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what's your viewpoint? And that's a...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Now, Nurkic after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Lillard missing. Outside, Porzingis. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Now, here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Again, the miss by Lillard.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Lillard surveying the D. Lillard again missing.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
McCollum dishes to Jones. McCollum passes to Covington. Back to McCollum. Nurkic in the post. Guarded by Doncic. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
And Doncic, here we go. And good that time. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
McCollum outside. Lets it go with the 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks trail by 14. And here is Doncic. No good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Lillard dishes to Jones. Shoots the three. That shot off the mark. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. The pass to Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Tries again. Here's Marjanovic. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Lillard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Richardson.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for McCollum.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Powell, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And the layup falls. Nurkic has got 6.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Here's Brunson. Dallas again missing. Now Lillard from deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Powell. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hardaway, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. To the paint, stolen by Brunson. Here's Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's good from Richardson. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Now here's Powell. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
From deep, Richardson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Anfernee Simons. McCollum, no good. Mavericks trail by 15. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Richardson.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Lillard from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 21.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. A second chance effort. Marjanovic. Count that one.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
McCollum against Richardson. McCollum dishes to Powell. Lillard outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Doncic against Lillard.
Boy, Luka Doncic makes it look easy. What a pretty jumper.
Trailblazers leading by 12. Here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. From deep. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Richardson. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Nurkic with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Richardson against Nurkic. Poked away. Doncic with the steal. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Over McCollum. No good on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Covington kicks to Powell. All sorts of time, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Portland.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Now Marjanovic. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Richardson, good. And here's Portland. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Passes it to Lillard. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Now, here's Richardson. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Porzingis can't hit. Now, here's Lillard.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what? All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Doris. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is how it's ended up.
Hey, Kevin, the map.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And for the Mavericks, you've got Luka Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now, here's George. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Stolen by George. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
A terrific ball thief. PG-13 knows it's a priority to create turnovers that spark the running game.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Leonard. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Passes it to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Dallas. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Richardson, no luck. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Doncic against Jackson. Back to Morris. Outside Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And it's Leonard missing. Porzingis against Jackson. Porzingis is doubled. For 3, Richardson. Good on the three-point shot.
Though Richardson's improved his ball handling, he's still more comfortable in catch and shoot.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jackson kicks to Leonard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Here's Doncic. Here's Marjanovic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Marjanovic has got 6.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
When he gets a few of those early, look out. It gets his blood pumping, and suddenly there's nobody who can hold him.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Morris. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to beat Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Zubac after Luka Doncic's bucket. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now, here's Kennard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Patterson, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Brunson, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Man passes to Batum. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Clippers moving the ball around. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside Rondo. Outside Batum. Brunson scanning the floor. Sinks that one from the post.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Batum. He's out there with Patrick Patterson. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 2.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. Here's Brunson. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Clippers trail by 11. And here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Kennard. He kicks to Patterson. Shot clock at 6. Here's man. Covered by Reddick.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Dallas leading by 11. Now Brunson. Fouled on the shot, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. George looking around. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Morris inside. He's against Porzingis. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Jackson down low. Richardson cover. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
With hands wider than the dimensions of the basketball, Kawhi able to control it with ease.
George against Doncic. The 9-foot shot. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Doncic against George. Doncic outside. Lets it go from the wing. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jackson finds Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard the pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Over George. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 11. Jackson in the corner. It's George on the wing. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Cauley Stein. And the Mavericks lead by 13. And George, here we go. Oh my, what a slam right at the buzzer.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George.
And so it's Dallas. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 11. And Shaq, what did you... And that's going to do it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Here's Doncic. And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
A nice shot by George.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Jackson. And now the fast break, George with the ball. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
George against Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Back to Leonard. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Richardson. Doncic feeling it out. Inside. Here's Marjanovic. Another shot. He lays it in. Marjanovic has got 8 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Leonard kicks to George. And it's Rondo in the corner. 4 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Nice D from Doncic.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Richardson. The second effort. And there's the pass to Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis from outside off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Rondo dishes to Batum. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Brunson against Rondo, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Dallas, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Good on both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Clippers trail by 11. Outside Rondo. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter of the game. That one doesn't go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. 1:33 left to play here in the third. Doncic against Rondo. Good, nice job down low. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Batum passes to Oturu. Back to Batum. Pass to Oturu. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And here we go. Fast break. Burks got it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
A beautiful pass to lead his teammate right to the hoop.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Batum. Tight defense on him. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The first free throw is good. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
George against Hardaway. And George, here we go.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Jackson against Brunson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Hardaway. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the...
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Brunson against Jackson. Brunson the pass to Reddick. Back to Brunson. 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubac is checked in.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. Here's Marjanovic out to Porzingis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
George finds Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. George against Doncic. Yep, that one goes. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
George against Doncic. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Dallas leading by 17. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And George, here we go. Doncic with the steal. Porzingis inside, defended by Batum, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
6 on the shot clock, and here's Doncic from the arc. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Marjanovic finds Porzingis. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Some nice passing here by Dallas. On the wing, Doncic. Launches it. Batum grabs the miss. And the Clippers have possession. 17-point.
Oh, did you see that?
On the heels of this run, you wonder, where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Doncic against George. Doncic outside.
I love the way George can move his feet and challenge the shot.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.